don't hesitate. Just jump in and do it because it is worth it 100%.
Awesome. Mr. Larry Chasteen, how are you today, sir?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. So we just wanted to bring you on and do this interview. I mean, you've been killing it. You've been rocking it out, and you're a star client. Do you mind telling everybody who might, later be watching this, where you're from, what kind of school you run, and then I'll start interviewing you from there?
Yes, ma'am. I am from Dalton, Georgia. I'm the head owner and of G1 Martial Arts, and we've been in business since about 2008, 2009. Got started in my garage actually, and now we're running about 160 students, loving it, having a great time, and God is really blessing what we're doing.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So when G1 started, you were running it out of your garage, and you're teaching a mix of jujitsu, striking. What were you doing there?
We teach kickboxing, Krav Maga, and jujitsu, and
Okay.
we teach kids jujitsu and a kids hybrid program as well.
Okay, and then you've got adult classes too. Both of those for
We
both
do,
of those.
we do, yes, for kickboxing and Krav and jujitsu, we have adult classes as well.
Got it. So, what initially got you started in wanting to take this thing and moving it into your garage and really from studying this art to taking it to the next level?
When I was, it was probably 2006, 2007, I was helping teach classes at another academy, and I just had a passion for teaching, and I was a Sunday school teacher, and so I just liked teaching people about things and watching people grow and learn. And so I left the academy, and we had some people that that really couldn't afford martial arts that wanted to learn. So I wanted to help them out. And so we just started with about 13 people in the garage, and kind of realized, hey, we want to do this as a business. So we moved to a local rec center and started growing, and we changed places 2 or 3 times, and here we are now where we're located.
Okay, so started from there. And so when did it become like more than just something that you were doing as a passion? Like, when did that transition over into becoming a business?
Really, about 10 years later.
Okay.
Yeah, about 10 years, about 9 or 10 years later, when I saw people just coming in the door, and I was just like basically running a club. And then when I saw people coming in the door and was like, hey, we like what you're doing. And we started adding equipment. We started adding students. We had to move locations, and COVID hit, and my wife knew that I had always wanted to coach full time, and I was in sales. COVID hit, and I lost my job due to COVID. And so my wife was like, basically like, we were running 75, 80 students, and she was like, well, put up or shut up. Here's your chance. We'll take it for 6 months, see where it goes. Take it another 6 months, see where it goes. And here we are now.
Yeah. That's when 2020 happened. It was a big catalyst for a lot of people to either shut down completely or just to dig those heels in, bite down on that mouthpiece, and just move forward. And it sounded like that was the case for you guys. I mean, you were pretty much backed up against the wall, like either make it work or close it down because it's going to be sucking up, revenue. So yeah, I mean, that's a truly inspirational story, you guys coming through COVID. And when did you first, find out about us? Like, how did you find out about us? I think you've been following me for a while and all that kind of stuff. And how did you get connected with Figure Dojo? Overall, what attracted you to maybe taking it to the next level with us and getting some help with growing your school?
Well, we've actually had a couple of business coaches before, and they have pushed us in certain blocks and certain systems in our academy and helped us out, but we just weren't as conducive as what we needed to be anymore, and we were kind of stalemate. And we just needed, we've tried several systems, and it just was not working for us. And I believe that I saw you in Dallas at Master Machado's conference, and then something popped up. I was going back through the Machado method, and I saw one of your speeches, or one of the things that you did there. And so I was like, wow, I really like this, and I really like what I'm hearing. And so that's when I connected with you, and it was like, just, here we are.
Yeah. So what made it different for you from what you've done before, like with other coaches, like, you were working with them? I mean, what do you feel that's different about us and unique? Because, you've been crushing it inside our program, and Miss Kitty, your coach, has nothing but great things to say about how you guys are doing and how you're getting results. So what was the biggest difference for you?
One thing, honestly, and this is not going to hold a lot of water with a lot of people. With me, things matter. You being a Christian organization, that matters. So just straight up, thank you. So that does matter. Your business, the things we put into place, that all of the training that, because your little notebook that you sent out, I've got notes all through it. Every time I write, I'm constantly going back, studying what you guys have, the videos that you guys gave us, every practice that you guys have given us has worked, and you can't argue with it. I added 4 new students yesterday, and it's going from what you guys have from you guys just invest more time. You guys have a bigger staff than the other schools or the other coaches that I have dealt with, but you just seem more vested into the individual and their success. And we all know that my success is your success, but you guys, it's not just a money thing. We know you guys care, and that means a lot. And that's what made a big difference with me.
Yeah, I mean,
and there again, I'm getting out of frame here, but we started our own little folder, and it's packed full of all of your material. We keep it, we print it, we study it. You guys have helped us build a team here. It's been amazing. I was about 28 to 30 students less than what I am now. I am right at I'm probably 163, 164. We gained, what is that, 2,500 more a month on my end, because we do discounts and things like that. And but coming into the program, we were struggling with getting people in. I could run Facebook ads all day long. I just couldn't get them. I do a lot of guerrilla marketing, as you talk about. I do a lot of that. I'm pretty known in the area. I can't go anywhere without somebody knowing me. So I've been in sales before, and that helps me to bring people in. But word of mouth was honestly our go-to until you guys came along, and the Facebook ads have really just blown our business out of the water, honestly, and it's crazy. And then along with the Facebook ads, we didn't have, I had always wanted to do the down payment process. We call it our starter program. It's got the value, everything on it, like you guys talk about. I was struggling with things like that. I was struggling with getting people in the door. I'm a salesperson by nature. I can close 95% of any deal that's set in front of me. And I know we talk about pricing there, but I can close. I'm a salesperson by nature. I was having problems getting people in. You guys get people in. You guys get them in. You guys follow up with them. I don't have time to follow up. I don't have time to be there and say, hey, are you coming today? Or I was struggling with that. I was struggling with systems as far as coaches. We had people in the house, but I didn't have enough coaches. You guys have helped me put a coaching team together. I was just struggling as a whole, and it's really been very beneficial to our business.
Yeah. And so what are you charging for your monthly payments right now?
Well,
for your starter?
we for my starter is 110.
Okay.
And I did the little formula you gave us. So that's about where I'm at. And so I did so we do 110 for a 4-day program for the kids. We do $90 for a 2-day program. And and then for my adults, we do 110. However, we do have some of those older grandfathered students in-house right now.
Sure. So, I mean, essentially, since you started with this, I mean, if you're charging 110, you multiply that by 12, that's giving you a little over 1,200 of annual revenue. You've added on like $40,000 of annual revenue in the business, and you've been implementing systems. How does that make you feel? From going from 2020 to, hey, we're adding on an additional $40,000 of revenue. How does that make your wife feel? Tell me about that.
Well, it feels good because I'm actually starting to pay some of my coaches now. I'm actually
Wow.
helping my coaches help me. So we're getting, you hear the saying, you run your business or your business runs you. Until you guys, honestly, my business was running me.
Mhm.
I can now fix my hours that help me. I was getting up at 5 a.m. in the morning coming in here for one student just to hold on to that extra money.
Mhm.
And that's not conducive to health or life or business or anything. I
Yeah.
started coming in. I started doing at 6:30 just because there's some college kids that wanted to come in at 6:30 in the morning because they couldn't. They had to leave at 7:30. I was like, guys, we've got to have a set schedule and we've got to stay to that set schedule. If you can make my schedule, then you can come to my schedule. And
Yeah.
if not, I'm sorry. I can't help one or two out here and there just to keep my business going. So you guys have given me that peace of mind and given me that revenue that I can have that peace of mind, that I can set my hours, that helps me actually have a little bit more of a life than just here.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, that's a great feeling when you can, have that and you don't feel like that stress and that burden. I mean, that was huge when we had that happen for us. And what do you like about the coaching, that you're receiving with us? I mean, obviously you've got these individual systems and you've got some support, but talk a little bit maybe about the difference. Because we talked about you were doing other coaching before, and I know other people have said the same thing, like I've done coaching before. So what do you feel has been the biggest difference with the one-on-one coaching, the way that we go about it?
As far as coaching, like with Katie
Yes. Yeah.
or the dojo assistants and things, well, I like the fact that Katie kind of whips me in gear and says, "Hey, you're behind. You need to catch up on this." And I like her. I like her persona. She's very sweet. She's very caring. There again, the business. My success is your guys' success, and it's not just that. It's you guys all have a caring personality. You guys all do care, genuinely care about our success. I've been with coaches before that they cared more because it was about the money, and of course we all have to make money, and that's fine. But as far as what you guys implement, I like the fact that she pushes me. I like the fact that we get the one-on-one calls, every couple of weeks. That checking in. Hey, where you at? Let's add these new systems. Hey, what have you got going in place in December? What are you doing to make some revenue in December? I like things like that. I like a push because I need. I'm like
Wow.
the students on the mat. Sometimes if the students on the mats are not being pushed, they're not gonna be their best as a student. So I'm one that I need that extra push, and I appreciate that push from you guys.
Yeah, so everybody needs some form of accountability, even me, right? Somebody's got to keep you accountable. Somebody's got to help you because, like the Bible says, iron sharpens iron, right? And so does one man sharpen another. So we've got to push each other in order to achieve those goals. And if somebody's sitting here and they're watching this back and they're sitting on the fence, they're watching this interview and they're thinking to themselves, well, I'm kind of thinking of doing this. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. Since you've been on the inside, you've been working with us for the last 90 days, and you've really just been trucking and pushing hard and making some big successes and implementing. What would you say to them after having been on the inside and after having worked with us?
The only thing I could say is just you have to do it. There is no sitting on the fence because, I would just have to literally sit with that person and explain all that you guys have benefited for my business, myself as a person, because I feel personal growth myself from what you guys have given us. And I would just say, hey, you've got to do it because, why do we do it? I did it because I wanted to make more money. I did it because I wanted more students. And I've made my money back. I have made my money back. So there's no doubt about it. I don't even know what we paid. I don't even care what we paid because what you guys have given us has been far more productive and far better for our business than what I paid. So I would just tell anybody that's thinking about it, just don't think about it. Don't hesitate. Just jump in and do it because it is worth it 100%.
Well, thanks, Mr. Larry. I really appreciate you for being here and for being our star client. And thanks for doing this interview with me.
You're welcome.